That's the reigning, defending, two-time Stanley Cup championship squad to you there, Detroit, because the Red Wings have gone out there and defeated the Florida Panthers 4-1. And I personally am feeling very satisfied, very happy with that win. For one, I have Sergei Bobrovsky on both of my fantasy teams that I focus on this year, so I was kind of pleading a little bit. I was like, it'd be great if the Red Wings didn't totally light him up, and they didn't really do that. I mean, they handed him the loss, yes, but there still were a number of saves he had to make. It wasn't the highest amount, 23 shots against and 21 saves, so 2 goals against, a .913 save percentage. That's not bad, but still, the Red Wings going out there with some guys that needed to get me points. Thank you, Patrick Kane, for your power play contributions. Thank you, Alex Debrincat, for your 2 late assists in the third period. That was so clutch. But the Red Wings in today's contest defeat the Florida Panthers 4-1 in a game where you could honestly say it was quite down the middle. Both of these teams had opportunities, both of these teams had chances, but the Red Wings come out on top, and I'm going to say that this was a very well-deserved victory for the squad in red, based off of the work they put in and the discipline that they showed. Of course, we also got to give a big shout out to a guy that I didn't have on any fantasy team or any fantasy ranking, but he was going out there and scoring points nonetheless. Mason Appleton, baby. What a free agent pickup by Stevie Y, getting himself 2 goals here tonight to get things going for the Detroit Red Wings. Things started out in the second period when the Red Wings forward lines were just making it difficult for the Panthers to try and clear this puck. Keeping it in the zone, hounding on the D, trying to clear it. Eventually, it's Larkin who steals the puck out there on the face-off circle, gives a pass maybe 3 meters across, and then Appleton one-times it right by Sergei Bobrovsky. The puck was in and out of the net so quickly, they didn't think it was a goal at first, but nah. That's taking advantage of a great turnover there. Larkin sets up Appleton. It looked like a 5-hole shot. It could have gone under the arm. It was just a really quick one in and out of the net, and the Red Wings get off to a 1-0 lead because of it. Give it a few more minutes, and this is where the Florida Panthers start to run into some trouble. Aaron Ekblad ends up tripping Dylan Larkin, and then Nico Mikkola ends up cross-checking Dylan Larkin. Larkin taking a lot of abuse in this game in all of the penalties called against Florida, and the Red Wings have themselves a 5-on-3 for a short period of time. Face-off is won by Larkin. It squeaks over to Moritz Seider, who then throws it over to Patrick Kane. I say throws it over. He kind of just hands the puck over to Patrick Kane. Kane skates backwards whilst holding onto the puck. He's teasing the pass. He's teasing the center. And then he just throws it towards the goal. Whips it on net. It beats Sergei Bobrovsky glove side. Beautiful play there by Patrick Kane. That's his second goal on the 2025-2026 season. And with Kane, now he's all the way up there at 5 points in 4 games. I don't know about you, but it looks like Patty Kane has still got it. Could he hit 60 points this year? I would very well assume that it's possible. The Red Wings do not end up scoring on the remaining power play that they have, but there is another goal scored, this time by Brad Marchand of the Florida Panthers, assisted by Anton Lundell. He gets a really nice wraparound off of an offensive zone faceoff win by the Cats. Brad Marchand is just so good at doing whatever it is that he needs to do to get results, and this wraparound looked kind of innocent, You didn't really think that the shot was going to come to the post, but he sweeps it around and shoots it 5-hole on Talbot. So definitely not a nice one there for the Red Wings goaltender, but one that goes in nonetheless. Brad Marchand's got 3 goals this season, and he's assisted by Anton Lundell with his 3rd assist of the year as well. Third period comes, and we get ourselves some more penalties. Axel Sandin Pellikka interference against Eetu Luosterainen. Jeff Petrie ends up tripping Dylan Larkin. So there you go, Larkin taking some more abuse. The Red Wings' man advantage looks pretty good, but they can't get the puck past Sergei Bobrovsky. Second unit comes on, and this is where Axel Sandin Pellikka really starts to rip the puck towards the goal. We love that shooter's mentality that he has, even though some of these shots might not necessarily be the best choice at those certain moments. You can't deny he looks like an NHL defenseman out there. He's contributing offensively, and he's doing everything he can to get points. The only 2 goals that are scored, though, in the third period, you had yourselves Mason Appleton with the empty net, 2 minutes to go in the third. The Red Wings try to clear it, but it gets blocked down at the blue line by the Panthers defenders, and then it bobbles around a little bit before Mason Appleton is able to grab it out of midair and find the open net. Beautiful play there, good hustle, and then just another minute later on another empty net. You have Michael Rasmussen getting his first on the year, assisted by that same Alex Debrincat. Man, he's been racking up the assists, but he needs to start scoring some goals. It's not even like Debrincat hasn't looked dangerous. He's looked so good this season, but without any goals to go in yet, you're kind of hoping that he's able to get that monkey off of his back. He's got 6 assists so far, though, in 4 NHL games this season. Good on Debrincat. I need those fantasy points for myself. Very happy to see it, of course. But ultimately, the Detroit Red Wings come into this game against the reigning, defending, 2-time Stanley Cup champions and take the dub on home ice. So, yeah, it's a pretty tidy piece of work, honestly. Like, there aren't really too many things that I think we need to fully focus on. A lot of stuff that could be improved or whatever. It just was a good team effort. Very solid hockey game. And I know a lot of Red Wings fans are going out there and saying, hey, Lucas Raymond who? They don't need him to win, technically. Yeah, Lucas Raymond didn't play today. He was deemed out after the injury he had sustained the other night against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, very unfortunate to see everything go down the way it did for Lucas Raymond, but the Red Wings still going out there, challenging some very top talented teams without Raymond. I guess the Panthers were missing Barkov, so I guess it makes sense, right? It's an even trade. Barkov for Raymond, both teams suffering some pretty heavy losses to the top of their lineup. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this hockey game between the Red Wings and the Panthers. What were your thoughts on how everything went down, and what are your thoughts on the goals? If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you did not, then hey, the dislike button is down there for you as well. Comments help out with the algorithm, so I'd appreciate it if you got your thoughts down there too. I hope you enjoyed this video. 9, and bye.